Welcome back to She's a Busy Girl. I'm Stephanie and I made an amazing Starbucks discovery today. Did you know that their cold brew coffee has more caffeine in it than an espresso shot? So I didn't know that. But now I do. And I had several today. So that's your warning right there. So anyhow, let's get back to our little rap journal, which I have decided to name 2 Chainz, by the way. And I did have to do something to it. So last night I was just kind of messing around with it. And it really did appear as though this thing it was going to disintegrate into nothing. So I did run a zigzag stitch down both sides. But luckily enough, and you remember I didn't want to do that because I didn't want that look with the zigzag stitch. But look, you can't see it. You can't see it because this is kind of chenille, so it sort of blends in. You can see it on the backside, but it almost blends into the backside too. So I'm not too awful disappointed that I need to do that. And now we need to figure out pages to put in this, and if we're actually going to make this into a traveler's notebook, which I'm kind of leaning against. I want it to be a journal. So we need to decide on pages. Let's go ahead and do that, and I've got a bunch of stuff right here. Now, I use journals to write in. I've said that more than once. And so I always have a big selection of writing paper. So I like to put that in my journals. And then I do kind of like to start my signatures with some patterned paper, just because it's kind of fun to do pockets and that type of thing on the patterned paper. And I know a lot of people do it on the plain paper. But to me, that's like taking up writing space. So it kind of bothers me to do that. And so I put pages in specifically that I'm okay with putting pockets and tucks and that type of thing on. So I thought we would start with this piece of patterned paper, which I've just kind of folded up. It's a bit bigger than, actually, I think it is 8 1/4. Is it 8 1/4? Let's see. No, it's about 8 1/2. So it's 8 1/2 inches high. So it's the height of our journal cover. And it is about almost 5 inches wide. So we will have to cut it down some. And so let's just start stacking up some stuff. I've got all sorts of book pages here. I've got little strings everywhere. I've got some dictionary, some flower books, some almanac, more flower, ledger paper, which I love. This is actually vintage ledger. I love it. Oh, look, here is an oxtail soup recipe and some hymnal for some music. And here's more definitions and more, I think, definitions. And here is some poetry in Spanish and more I got a thing for freaking dictionaries, I guess. I don't know. And then I've just got some more coffee dyed paper. And this one I dyed pink and then put coffee on it. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. I can't remember. But anyway, so let's just start stacking stuff together. Let's see. We're going to start with this. Let's put some pink in. Let's do some writing paper. And these, I like the writing paper to be bigger so you have more room to write. Go figure, right? All right, so let's do some dictionary page here. And we'll kind of scoot that up to the top. And another plain page. And I want the ledger in here. I definitely want ledger paper in here because I love it so much. Look at that. Okay. And then after the ledger paper, let's do some music. Let's get a hymnal page in there. Can you see? I'm like shaking. I have so much caffeine in my system. I'm not going to sleep ever. Okay. Some music paper. We'll put that down low. Let's put in some coffee dyed ledger, and you can see it's too big. We'll cut it down. Don't worry. And let's get some images in here. Let's put in some pretty flowers. Let's do that. And then some more writing paper so we can write about our flowers, and some plain paper, and more dictionaries. So there's several different dictionaries in here. It's not all the same one. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, here's some plain. No, wait. Do we want some writing paper? Let's do some more ledger. And I want, I've got a mess here. Some almanac. Let's do some almanac. That'll be good. And some more of the vintage ledger. Love that one. I've said that like 6 times, right? Love that paper. Okay. And then, oh, look, here's some freezer paper that got sort of coffee stained. We're going to stick that in there just for fun. And some more flowers and some more coffee dyed paper and some bird. Well, no, not that one. Let's not do that one just yet. No. There we go. There's some more contemporary ledger paper. Now we'll put the birds in. We can do the birds now. And how about just a little sheet of writing paper so we can write about the birds. And, oh, let's do the Spanish poetry. Let's do that. And some more flowers, because I gotta have flowers in everything. And there we go. There's some plain paper. And, well, hang on. Let's leave the plain paper for the center, because it tends to be a little tougher to tie stuff onto. Okay, let's do that little piece of notepad paper. Notepad paper. And then our soup. Let's put the soup in there. And then this little piece of writing paper. And then this. Okay. That's pretty big. I think that's enough. Okay, we'll put this aside. We'll use this in the next one. I just got out a whole bunch of stuff. So that's pretty big. Let's get our little journal over here. And if we're going to bind it in, we're going to bind it to that center score line that we made. And so once it's cut down, I think that is going to fit just fine. Yes, it will. And we can bind it in there. So for the cutting, I know a lot of people like to use like a metal ruler, and they put it down here and they use either a craft knife or a box cutter type situation. Do I have that type of situation going on in here right now? I don't. Where the heck is my box cutter? I don't know. But anyhow, they take that blade and they kind of go along here. I, though, happen to have an industrial kind of paper chomper that'll go through multiple layers of paper. So I am, and it measures everything as it goes too. So that makes it really convenient. So I am going to put this into my industrial paper chomper to bring it down to the size that we need, because again, this even is larger than the 4 1/4 inches that we're looking for. So I'm going to put this in the paper chomper. I'll be right back. Okay, and now it's chomped down to the size that we need it. So let's just go through the pages and see if we lost anything. That's kind of the fun for me too. It's like, oh, Christmas. All right. Oh, phew. Didn't hurt my ledger paper. All right. We lost a little bit of the music. We knew we were going to do that though. That was pretty big. We lost a minimum. Oh, maybe we didn't. Oh yeah. We lost a little bit on the flower pages, but not a whole lot. Let's see. We lost some of the dictionary. Ledger's still good. Phew. All right, I don't think we lost any of that. And that fold out's still good. Birdies are good. Little teeny bit off the top of the poetry. That's good, that's good. Soup's good. All right, I think we did okay. I don't think we lost a whole lot. I do like the chomper. But you don't, uh-oh, we lost that. Okay. You don't have a whole lot of say. Ooh, we might need to cut that off too, because look, it got kind of chomped at the top. I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do with that. And, we might have to cut that one off. It got sort of chomped. A little bit of the flowers. Okay. I think we retained the vast majority. The music paper, it looks like, took the biggest hit. Let's see. Did that one? That one did not get chomped. And that one did not get chomped. That one did. Okay. So, there we go. Not too awfully bad. I think I am going to trim up those two that kind of got chomped. But like I was saying, the paper cutter, the big paper cutter, it's good, but you don't have, I mean, like you put your pages together and you plan as best you can, and then you chomp, and it is what it is after that. So, let's see. Yes, that is going to fit in there just perfectly. So I think I like the pages. We can set those aside. We got a bunch of them. So let's set those aside. And we kind of need to decide what we want to do inside this thing. Let's get that out of the way. What we want to do inside of this thing. And I have these little folded squares. So I think this is a 4x4 inch square of coffee dyed pattern paper. And I just folded it right in half. And I want to put it, I think, right there. So it will be a tuck spot. Let me make sure you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. So it'll be a tuck spot, but I'm going to leave it kind of open so that you have a writing space on there. Actually, Gail Augustinelli did a video the other day on her things that are absolutely necessary to her junk journals. And these little corner tuck flippy things were one of them. And so it was just kind of stuck in my brain. So I guess I started making them. So there's that one. And another one was these flip out Dealy Bops. So it's just you fold the top into an envelope top, and then the bottom of it just stays open, and it's a fold out. And so I don't know, though, if that's really going to work out. And I'm not exactly sure what to do over here at all. So maybe we should do this over here, and then maybe do this little guy. No. Okay, there. Do that little guy there, but again, you're going to have the whole book. All right. Why don't I quit complaining and just do something? That would be awesome. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to put that one there. Or do I like that side better? Yeah, okay. I'm going to put this one here. And I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac. Let's see. It's got glue boogers all over it. Okay. So, yeah. There we go. My dogs are just raising Cain outside in the backyard. It's nice here today. It's hot for me. But we live like right on the edge of a city greenway, which is sort of a park-like thing. It's actually drainage for floodwaters, which we've had some of this spring. But in order for the city to make it useful, I guess, when in times of no flood, they've put in a Frisbee golf course out there, and we have just some extremely avid Frisbee golfers in this area. So they're constantly walking through there. And of course, it just drives my dogs buggy because they think their space is being invaded or something to that effect. And yeah, so they're out there hooting and hollering all the darn time. Okay, so I still am not sure what I want to do. So we'd open it up and we'd have our little flippy doohickey here. And do we need a label up here? Of course we need a label. Everything needs a label. That was a silly question. Let's see. Oh, I got my label bucket. I think we need a big label, like a potion label or something. That would be kind of cool right there, wouldn't it? Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the potion label. Speaking of the dogs, there's hair. There we go. Let's do a big potion label on the front cover. And then we've got to figure out what in the world we're going to do to that center portion. Okay. There is that. And let's put the potion label right here at the top. I like it. And let's see. Do we have a... What I'm thinking is like an herb or something to go with the potion. Here's an herb. Let's see. Now I'm thinking maybe not. No, that's just going to cover it up. Okay, let's not do that. I get carried away. All right, so there is that on that side. I want that to lay down. All right, so what are we going to do right here? What's going to go right here? And I think it needs to be a pocket. I think it needs to be a real live pocket right there. Let's see if I have anything actually put together. Okay, so we got a couple of options that I pulled out here. So one is this little pocket that I put together from a book page and just kind of inked up. And he sort of fits pretty darned good right there. And we could actually make him a double pocket because here is, you know, he would have a pocket at the top and then we could make it a pocket behind it, or we could leave this side open and make it a side tuck pocket. The other thing that we could do is to maybe cut down this library catalog card a little bit, and he could be a pocket too. And I'm kind of leaning toward this just because that is, it's a little bit high, and you know, we're going to have a whole book here. Well, I don't know. Should we do this or should we do this? I'm still kind of leaning toward this. So let's give it a shot in any case. If I mess up the cutting, then we have a fallback. There we go. Let's see. I want to try not to cut off any of the writing. So there's that little sliver off that side. And how much do we actually need to cut off this side now that we've done that? And we need about that much. So let's. I am not a good estimator. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if we got it. Hey, I say I'm not a good estimator, and then I did a really good job. Yay me! Okay, it needs a little thumb holy thing. So that means I need a circle punch. Let's see. I have found that a 1 3/4 inch circle punch usually gives me the thumb hole I'm looking for. And there. Oh, shoot. I just hit myself in the... All right. Good gracious. This is what I get with all the caffeine. Lordy. All right. Yes. Let's do it. Let's just... Since we punched that out... Oh, look. I got a new spongy thing. I'm like, where's the ink? I forgot. I put a new spongy thing on there, and it's just not quite as full of ink as the old one was. It's okay, we'll get there. All right. Sorry, I know, inking's boring. I'm sorry. Okay, there's that. Do that. And I think we're gonna put him right there. Let's do it. Okay. I'm apparently incapable of speech while I'm trying to focus today, which does not surprise me given the amount of caffeine that I've had in the last couple of days. Something's got to give eventually, right? It is speech. I'm just kind of turning into a caveman. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, I do like that. I'm glad we made that choice. Well, I guess I made that choice. I just kind of brought you along with me. But that's why we're here. Okay, let's use some of our little scrappy-doos here. And I want to do one of my little cheater pieces of collage on the corner here where it doesn't interfere with any of the print. So I'm just kind of making that a ripped edge. And is that that's too the same, isn't it? Well, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Sometimes, wait a second. Maybe we put that there. Yes, it's a label. We need more labels, of course. Silly me, what was I thinking? All right. Let's glue it up. All right, let's see now. All right, that looks good. I like it. Okay, sorry about that. There was a knock at the door. Had to go see who was at the door. All right, it was not a delivery man with more goodies for me, which makes me a little bit sad, but I will get over it. Okay, let's find a little flower or something pretty to put on our little label, and I need it to be small. Or do we want a mushroom? The mushroom's gonna cover stuff up, but I like mushrooms on my pizza. And I like, have you ever been to Olive Garden and, no, that's not gonna work. Olive Garden and had their mushroom, oh, it's, okay. I have no idea what I'm talking about. We're gonna let that go, but it's really good, and you should look for the mushroom thing the next time you go to Olive Garden. Most certainly. Nope, that is not gonna work. Am I maybe getting ahead of myself? Oh, there we go. That's what I want. All right, let's do that. There we go, there we go. All right, and we're just going to lightly go around the edges. I don't want a completely brown flower, but I don't want a stark white thing either. So we'll go around the edges, and then, wait, here's my makeup brush for fussy cuts. There we go. All right, that works. And we're going to put that just like right there on the edge. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay, we're good. And I always say and because I don't want the fun to ever stop. Okay, let's see. I'm focused again. All right. And not real steady, so oh well. It'll look very vintage because I'm all kinds of shaky tonight. All right, let's see. I think a pizza is going in the oven very shortly, so that will help out. All right, I like it. What are we gonna do over here? Do we need to do anything over here? I don't know if we even need to do anything over there. Maybe I'm just in an obviously I'm in an overdo it mood. I've had how many espresso shots or cold brew or whatever the heck it was I was drinking all day. So yeah. I don't even know what it was. I'm like, I just need something to keep going, people. Something to keep going. All right. No, I don't want blue. I don't want blue. What do I want? Maybe some more pink? Or does it just kind of blend in? I think that just sort of blends in. Well, here's pink. That's too big. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, wait, here's an iris, and it's kind of orange. That might be sort of cool. Now that kind of blends in, too. Oh, you know what? I've got stickers. I've got new stickers. Let's see. Oh, I got all of these things. Let's see if we can find something that feels like it works. Feels like it works. All right, so these are stickers that are cut to be postage stamps, but I think they're vintage botanical plates. So that kind of works for me. But the other ones, let's see, I have other ones. Let's see what these are. I forgot. Oh, look! Okay, so these are like old advertising. Haha. That one says coffee. I think it's appropriate. Let's do it. All right. Let's do the coffee one. Because it says potion right here, and there is no better potion than coffee. All right. And I'm just going to brush this up so it's not quite so stark white. All right. And I think I like that. Wait, where did the little piece of... Didn't I have a little piece of paper? Oh, man. I really do need to cut back. All right. I have no idea where that little piece of paper went. I don't know if I even need a little piece of paper. Maybe I just need to do it just like that. Nope, I don't. I need a little piece of paper. Let's see. Let's try this. And maybe do it like that. But this should be torn. Okay. Oh, I'm getting back on track. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, I don't have any funny stories. Oh! Yes, I do. This is weird, and it may only happen in Wyoming. I don't know. But I was going back to work after lunch today. I come home every day at lunch to take care of my dogs and make sure they get some leg stretching time. And as I was going back to work this afternoon, I saw this guy walking down the borrow ditch, like in the tall weeds and everything. And he had something sticking up off his back. And I thought, well, what the heck is that? And as I got closer, it became clear that it was a Conan the Barbarian sword that he had tucked into a backpack that he was carrying. I have no idea why he felt he needed a sword. There's not really any highwaymen or brigands running around Cheyenne, Wyoming. But he liked it. So, you know, more power to him, I guess. But yeah, I had to chuckle. I was like, dude, that's like a sword. What? Okay. All right. So, got that a little decorated. Ooh, I've gotten glue goobers everywhere. So we have our little pocket. We have our corner flip with our coffee sticker. We got our potion label. We've got our signature all cut down and ready to sew in, which I will likely do off camera just because that's just sort of a messy process. And I mean, you've seen it done 100 times. So not necessary to re-video. And then we will decide if we're going to do something with the pages and what that is going to be. Maybe we need to make some simple ephemera or something like that in the next video to put into our new wrap journal. And yeah, we'll come back and see what we can figure out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I've enjoyed it. I look forward to doing it again soon. Good night.